So what's up guys, welcome to another video. Today we are going to make this feature section. As you can see that's an awesome looking feature section. It is clean and it is smooth. And if you can see that we have a nice hover effect going on here with the color of our icon and also the background. And if you can see in our section we have a little block section here where, as you can see, we have this nice effect and this full design is fully responsive. So if I go to something like iPhone X, it will look good in also the mobile device. So also let's try with the iPad here. So as you can see that for the iPad, it is also looking absolutely fine. So that's it what we are going to build today. So hope you guys will like it. So no more talk, let's dive into it. So here we are, and today is the day 6 of our 30 days 30 submits challenge. So for the day 6 we are going to create this featured section, and if you are interested to check out all the submits I did before, you can check out this repo. I will link it in the description. So for the featured section we are going to convert this sketch design into a HTML and CSS website. So you can download it from here. I will also link it in our repo. You can get the link here. So that's the link. So come here and you can get the sketch link or download file from here and open it with the sketch, or you can use Figma to open this file. So open it in the Figma, and after that you can convert it into the HTML and CSS website. So that's what we are going to make actually. So let's start the process here. So as you can see that I already have this in the Figma. So let's start the process here. So first of all, let's come here in our HTML, and here in the HTML let's create the boilerplate and let's give it a title here. So after that, in the body, what we will do actually, we will create a section, and in this section we will have a div of container. And in this container we will have two parts. So if I open the design, as you can see, what is the design? That's the design. So we will basically divide it into the two parts. First part is the header and second part will be the main part of our feature section. So we can do something like div with a class of header or head. So you can use something like title or anything else. So in our head we will have our heading, so h1, and let me just copy the text here. So that's the text and paste it here. So that's for our heading. So also let's create the main part of our feature section. So div with a class of main, and here we will have two parts. If you can see, first part is the left and second part is our right side of our feature section. So I will create two div, and first one is the left and second one is the right. So in the left side, if you can see, we have 4 cards here. So let's create those cards here. So each card, as you can see, we have a icon and also we have something header or title, or we have this text. So let's create those, and first of all let's create a div with a class of card, and here we will have first one is the icon. So for now I will just comment it just like that. I will replace it later. So after that, let's create the heading or title. So first one is the collection, so collections, and after that let's create the paragraph. So let me just copy some dummy text for that and paste it here. So actually here, not there, so in the paragraph. So now as you can see that it is looking something like that, and actually we need 4 of them. So just copy the card div 3 more time. So Alt Shift and down arrow for the VS Code shortcut. So now I have these 4 cards, as you can see. So after that, what we have, so after these cards, as you can see that we have a block section here. So let's create this block section. So actually it is in the right side of our card, so we can do something like, we have this right side of div, we will have our content here. So for the first item that we want to have is our h1. So let's say that from our blog, something like that. And also let's create the div. So let me show you. So I wanna just wrap it with the div in each and every item in the block section. So let's create the div and give it a section, something like blog item. So blog item, and in the blog item we will have a h3, which is basically the title. So just let me copy the title and paste it here. And also let's have a paragraph, which is actually the blogger name. So that's it. So we will have how much, so let me check here. So 3, so we need to create 2 more. So just alt shift down arrow 2 times, and now we have 3 block section here. So if I save, now if I come here and make a refresh, as you can see that in our website it is looking something like that for now. So after that, let's have our icons here. So for the icon, what you can do, actually you can export these icons from here and use it as a SVG inside of there, so it will look like messy. So that's why I decided to use an external library, icon library, so which is the ion icon. So ion icon, something like that, that's the library. And for the first icon we wanna use something like grid. So I am just having something like they have here. So as you can see, they have something like with the grid. So that's why I'm having the grid icons here. So just grab the icon tag from the down below here and paste it there. So now we have a grid icon in our website. And also let's have the, so let me check which is the next one. So it is the layout. So that's the one for our second icon. So place here. And for the third icon, what we are going to use is, we are going to use an image. Yeah, that's the one. So copy the image icon and paste it here. And also let's have the last icon, which is actually code. So for the code we have something similar that we used in our Figma. So that's the code icon and paste it here. So if I save, we can't see any icon here because we need to use CDN to use this icon in our website. So come to the usage part of this icon, and here you can see that we have this CDN, and just copy the script tag and just paste it in our HTML before our closing body tag. So that's our for icons. So if I save, now we should see our icon here. So looking perfect. And before we go to the CSS, let's link our CSS style sheet. So here, perfect. And let's come to the CSS. So in our CSS, first of all, let's come to the font. So here, as you can see that they are using Mali fonts. So just grab it from the Google. So Mali Google. So Mali fonts. So unfortunately there is an error, as you can see I can't find the Mali font. So that's why I decided to go with the Nonito fonts. So Nonito, and here is the Nonito fonts, and we will grab 400 and 700 and also the 900. Just grab those font and copy the import tag from here and paste it in our style.css. So after that in our style.css, let's actually give some universal style. So margin will be the 0 and padding 0, and box sizing will be the border box. Box sizing, border box. So now as you can see that we don't have those extra gap in our website. So looking good. After that, let's have the colors from our this Figma design. So as you can see that they are used so many colors in their Figma design. So just grab those color and create variable for them. So I will create variable in our body. So body, just create those variable color1 and something like that. Now we have a variable for the first color, as you can see. So do that for each and every color. So I already have all the colors variable, so just let me copy and paste it here. So now as you can see that I have all the colors here. So now we can just easily use those color in our website. So after that, let's come to the HTML and apply our font. So font family, first one will be the non-native fonts, and also a sans serif as a fallback, and also font size will be 10 pixel. So for this design, what we will do, we will design the mobile first design. So let's make it iPhone X and let's design it. So we are designing the mobile design first here. So let's come to the section. So in the section, let's have min height of 100 VH and width of something like 100 pixel, so 100%, sorry. Background color, so for the background color I will use color 2, and also display flex, and align items center, and justify content also the center. So everything will be the center, as you can see. So I'm using background color color 2 because if you can see that, that's the background in our website, in the background, which is the white basically. So as you can see that, that's the white color for the color 2. So after that, let's come to the container. So container, and here let's say that padding. So we will have padding. So if I come here the Figma design, and actually how we can check the padding, so hit the alt, and when you hit the alt you can see the padding, or you can see the all the distance between this and other element. So let's say that I wanna see the padding, so let me do something like grab this, and if you can see that we have padding in the top of about 100, and in the left and right we have 88 pixel, something like that. So let's apply those here. So in our padding we will have 100 pixel for the top and bottom, and for the left and right we will have 30 pixel. So actually we can increase those in our desktop design. We are designing the mobile design, so that's why I just decrease the amount of padding for the left and right side. Now as you can see that we have this. So after that, let's have a width of 100% and max width of something like 1200 pixel. So after that, let's come to our header. So container hatch, and in the head we have a h1 only, so just style that. So font size will be 24 pixel, and font weight will be something like 700, and line height 25 pixel, and color, if you can see, so just check the color. So what you can do actually in Figma, you can just click it and you can see all the font information. As you can see, that's the extra bold. So we are using 700 for our mobile design, but when we will go to desktop design we will use 900 for this heading. And also you can see that the font size is 34, but we are using 25 or 24 because we are in the mobile design. So but when we will go to the something like desktop, we will also increase those. So that's our font, and if you can see that, that's the font color, which is our color 1, this one. So that's why we can simply call color 1. So now it is okay. So and also let's give some margin in the bottom, so which will be something like 50 pixel, and also max width 700 pixel. Now as you can see that we have a bottom gap here after our heading, so that's fine. So let's go to the main part of our this feature section. So we can say something like container main, and that's a class actually, not the tag, actual main. So in our main class we will say something like display flex, and now as you can see that it's displaying flex, and by default in flex what we have is flex direction in a row, but what we need to do actually for our mobile, we will make flex direction column. Now it will remain in one after another. So perfect. So after that, let's come to the left card. So we can say that left card, and here I will say that width will be about 100%, and padding, we will have some padding. So if I come to the Figma design, as you can see, so that's our card, and if you can see that we have padding about here, if you can see we have 40 pixel top and bottom, and left and right we have 30 pixel padding. So we can use those, and as you can see we are designing the mobile first, and that's why we will do something like, so 40 pixel for the bottom and top, and also 20 pixel for the left and right. So looking fine. So after that, let's go to the border radius. We will have 10 pixel of border radius. Also you can get it from the Figma design. So as you can see that if I select one card, and here is the border radius which is 10 pixel. So perfect. If I save, as you can see we can't see the border radius because we don't have any background color. So we will have background color in hover statement, so we will see it later. After that, let's have a margin bottom here. So margin bottom will be something like 20 pixel. So now we have this margin bottom. So after that, let's style our icon here. So it is in the left actually in our card, so left card, and we have a ion class here, so ion icon. So we actually have this special class, not class actually, it is a tag here. So that's the tag we are grabbing or selecting. And here let's say that I want to have some padding of about 15 pixel, and background color will be something like, so if I come here, okay, that's our the icon. And here as you can see that we have an amount of 14 pixel or 15 pixel of padding, so that's why I give padding 15 pixel. And also we have, as you can see, by default we will have this background color, but whenever we will hover we will have this white background color. So for now we need to use this background color, which is our this icon 3 color that we have here. So just say that color 3. So now we have this, and also make border radius. So border radius 30 pixel, not 30 pixel, sorry, 50%. And also here font size, so actually let's increase the font size to 25 pixel. So now as you can see that it is looking perfect. Also make sure that the color is white. Yeah, good. So after that, let's style this H2, which is the title of our card. So we can say something like left card H2. So in our H2 we will have font size of something like 20 pixel and font weight of 700, and text transform will be uppercase or capitalize. Capitalize is the, yeah, that's what we used here. So as you can see that we used same title for everyone. So actually let's change those from our design. So the second one will be the items, third one will be the images, and API versions. Okay. So it is looking perfect now. So also let's give the color. So it is the color 1. So the color will be the color 1. And also let's have a margin of about 10 pixel in the top and bottom of our this heading. So now we have a gap between our icon and this paragraph. So now let's style the paragraph that is after our heading. So for the paragraph I will say font size will be 16 pixel, and also font weight will be about 400. So that's what for the paragraph we need for now. So after that, let's come to the hover statement. So whenever we will hover a item card, or let's say that left dot card, whenever we will hover this card, we want to change its background. So background color that I want is this one, which is the color 3. So now whenever I will hover, I will see the background color is changing now. So also what I need, I want to change the background color of each of our icon. So for that, what I can do, actually I can say that left dot card. If I hover the card, I wanna change its icon background color. So for the icon we have this special tag, so I can say that background color will be the color 2, which is basically the white color. So that's white color. So also we need to make sure that the color of the icon is black. So that's the first color, means the color 1. So we can say something like color 1. So now as you can see that it's looking perfect. So also let's have a background transition here for our this card. So in our card here, let's have a transition. So transition will be about 0.3 second, is in out, or is in out here, and also just define the property, so which is the background color. Background color. Now we will have a small transition here. So perfect. So after that, let's design this part, which is our block part. So for the block part, we can grab the right side of our column, and here we can just grab the h3, means our heading for the block, and let's say that font size will be 18 pixel, and I want the font weight will be 700. We should not the h2, sorry, not the h3. I want to grab the h1. Yeah, that's the h1. So let me check once again. Yeah, that's the h1. So we have the h1, and let's increase the font size, which will be something like 22 pixel. Yeah, good. And also let's say that padding left will be 20 pixel. And after that, let's actually grab each item of block. So right block item, and here let's say that padding will be something like 10 pixel and 20 pixel, and margin top will be 20 pixel, and cursor will be the pointer. So now as you can see, that's our block item. And also let's have the style for the h3 here. So in our block item, so I can just say block item, and we have h3 here, and let's say that font size will be 18 pixel, and font weight will be 700. So perfect, it is looking nice. So after that, let's actually grab the paragraph. So dot blog paragraph, and for the color of our paragraph, we will use color 4, which is this one, which is the dark this yellow color. Sorry, blog item paragraph. So perfect, and also increase the font size here. So font size will be 16 pixel, or you can say 1.6 rem. Perfect. Also let's have the font weight here. So font weight is the 400. Yeah, looking fine. So the last thing that I want is I want to have a hover effect. So if you can see the design, where is the design? So that's the design. So if you can see that we have a hover effect here, which is this one. So let's have the hover effect, which basically will change the background of our blog item. So whenever I will hover a blog item, so blog item, if I hover it, and I will have a background color change. So background color will be our color 5. And also let's say that we will have border radius here. So in our here border radius 8 pixel. So if I save and whenever I will hover, so as you can see that we have now this nice effect here. So perfect, it's looking good. And also if you can see here, we will have a border here. So that's the border. It is about something like 1 pixel, and we will have this EC color. So EC means our color number 5. So let's also apply it in our item. So let's say that border 1 pixel solid and color 5. Not in our blog item, sorry, it will be in our right side. So let's have the right side of our column and place the border radius here. So border radius 1 pixel solid, and we will have color 5. So sorry, my bad, that's not the border radius, that's only border. Okay, so now as you can see that we have this. So also make sure that we have something padding here. So padding will be something like 20 pixel. Yeah, looking good. And also make sure that you have a border radius here. So border radius about 4 pixel or 8 pixel. Border radius. Yeah, perfect. So that's what we have now, as you can see. So let's actually make it responsive and let's design for our desktop. So we can close it now and let's design it for our desktop here. So for the desktop, let's create a media query. For the first one that I want to change is the flex direction of our column. So container.main, so main. So if I change the flex direction to the row, so now as you can see that our this block section is the right side of our column. So perfect. So after that, let's come to our left side and make it a grid section. So container and the left. So we can say that it will be flex 0.7. So I am just saying that this section will be the flex 7 and this section will be the flex 3. So dot container right flex 3.3, and after that display grid in our left side. So I wanna display them as a grid, this card here. So display grid, and for the grid template, so for that grid template, what I can use, grid template, I can say that 1FR, 1FR and 1FR, 1FR, something like that. So now as you can see that it's perfectly in grid, and what I want actually, I want to have a gap between those items. So I can use grid gap. So grid gap will be 20 pixel. Now as you can see that we have this gap. So if I have this grid gap, I don't need any margin in our grid item. So let's say that in the container we have a card, so just remove the margin from the card, so margin 0. So now as you can see that we only have the grid gap here. So it is looking perfect now. And after that, let's come to the right and let's have a padding. Sorry, instead of padding, let's have margin. So margin that I wanna have is actually 30 pixel. Now it is having this margin, as you can see. So also it is looking good. So we are almost done, as you can see. So lastly we need to just increase this font size here. So it is in our container. So in our head, in our h1, we can say that font size will be something like 34 pixel, not 24, 34. So as you can see that it's having a line break in our this, because in our heading what I did actually, I did something like max width. so it will maximum have the 700 width. So that's why that's having automatically line break here. So after that, in our font size, so we can say that font weight also I want 900, and let's increase the line height. 50 pixel will look good. Yeah, that's it. So now as you can see that it is looking perfect. Here we have our block section, here we have our feature section here, and if I increase the width of our this, or if I zoom out, as you can see that that's not going here and there, it's staying in the center of our website, which is really good for a responsive design. And if you can see, it is looking perfect in any situation. And if I go to the mobile design, something like iPhone X, it's also looking good, as you can see. So let's also try the iPad, how it will look. So as you can see that for the iPad, it is absolutely looking awesome. So that's it for this video. I hope you learned something, and if you like this kind of video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe the channel, because I made this kind of video, website related, web design related video. So I hope you will also like them. So don't forget to subscribe to see those upcoming videos. So my name is Arfan, and I will see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye, Khuda Hafiz.